Welcome back to Cooking Gluten and Dairy Free with Dave D. Today on the menu is some roasted chicken with potatoes. I love this meal right here because it costs about $10, tastes absolutely delicious, and can make about 4 meals. Whole chicken is a lot more economical than chicken parts, but gets a bad rep for being too much work. So we're going to show you how to simplify things by doing it spatchcock style. As you know, I can be a little extra, so we're going to inject this thing with some of our homemade injection to guarantee juiciness, but that step is completely optional. The potatoes will act as a bed for the chicken and soak up all the deliciousness rendered by the chicken. Anyway, 4 meals for about $10, full of flavor, whole roasted chicken with potatoes. Let's get down to business. So first things first, let's go ahead and preheat our oven to 350. Next, we're going to start working on our potatoes. I'm working with a baby potato medley made of red, yellow, and purple potatoes, but you can work with whatever small potatoes you want. Potatoes are naturally pretty dirty, so let's give them a thorough scrub under running water and then add them to a large bowl. Once your potatoes are washed, dry them out with some paper towel. Now we're going to simply cut the potatoes in half and put them in a large bowl for seasoning. Before we season, let's quickly dice up a shallot. Now let's add the diced shallots to the bowl with the potatoes. Next, we're going to add some garlic paste or minced garlic, and then add some avocado oil. Now let's get in there and make sure all the potatoes are covered in oil and the garlic and shallots are evenly distributed. The oil helps the potatoes roast instead of steam in the oven. Also, it helps the seasoning stick. And speaking of seasoning, let's go in with a little bit of salt and dried thyme. No need to go heavy on the seasoning here. We're going to get all the flavor from the chicken drippings. Mix the seasonings in. When you're done, it should look a little something like this. Put them to the side for now. Now it's time to work on our whole chicken. Take it out the bag, get rid of the gizzards, and give it a nice clean. Next, put it on the cutting board and dry it out as much as possible with some paper towel. Be sure to get the inside too. Now it's time for the spatchcock. If you don't know what that means, it's basically cutting the backbone out of the chicken so it can lay flat and cook evenly. One of the issues with cooking whole chicken is that it doesn't cook evenly, which can lead to the white meat finishing before the dark meat, and then you keep baking and then the white meat dries out and you have dry chicken. Nobody wants that. So the spatchcock method gets rid of that problem and lets the chicken cook all at the same time. Alright, so grab some sharp kitchen shears and cut both sides of the backbone like you see me doing here. If you have some quality shears, this should be light work. Once the backbone is removed, discard it. Now we can take the chicken and flip it over. We're going to apply some pressure to the top part of the chicken to break one more bone. Sorry, I wasn't a chicken anatomy major in college, so I don't know what the name of the bone is, but apply some pressure, like I'm doing here, and you will hear an audible pop. Now the chicken will lay nice and flat in our pan. Now coat the chicken with some avocado oil. And now we're going to season. Add some garlic and rub it into the chicken. Add some onion powder and rub that in. Add some dried thyme and rub it in. Feel free to use whatever seasonings you want, but today I want to switch some things up and use some Sazon. This seasoning is absolutely delicious and is available in your international section in your grocery store. It comes in these little packets. Sprinkle it on the chicken and rub it all over. Now flip the chicken and add the seasonings to the other side. Rub the seasonings in, being sure to get up under the skin. Now this next step is optional and kind of extra, but it guarantees juiciness and adds to the flavor profile. Add a stick of dairy-free butter to a microwavable bowl. Microwave it for about 30 seconds to melt. Next, we're going to add some low-sodium chicken broth. Now season it with some garlic powder and onion powder and give it a mix. And now we get to play doctor. This is a cooking channel. Get your mind out the gutter. Now get a poultry injector. These are available on Amazon and are a great investment for Thanksgiving. Place the injector into the injection mix and pull it into the injector. Now we're going to go around the chicken and inject it. Spend some extra time on the breast as these are the driest parts. Push the needle into the meat and push the syringe slowly and then move it around at different angles and depths so it spreads throughout the chicken. Now, Take a close look at the chicken. You'll see that it's plumping up a little bit. Also, so now is the perfect time to mention that the exact ingredients and measurements are in the description box below, and please hit the subscribe and the thumbs up while you're down there. Now that that is done, grab your roasting pan and spray it down with some oil spray. Now add the potatoes from earlier and spread them in an even layer. Now add your Botoxed up chicken and rest it on top of the bed of potatoes. Finally, add some chicken broth to the bottom of the pan. When you're done, it should look a little something like this. Now place it in the oven for about an hour. After an hour, start checking that temperature. The white meat should get around 165. We're a few degrees lower here, but it'll continue to cook as it rests. And the dark meat should be around 175. We're a little over, but still a nice even cook. Let it rest for about 10 minutes before cutting into it. And there you have it, folks. Roasted chicken with potatoes. A delicious meal for about $10. Please subscribe and check out my channel for other gluten and dairy-free recipes. Also, hit the thumbs up below and leave some love down in the comment section. Or you can leave some requests for future videos. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.